So, tell us what happened the night the kids went missing.
Okay.
From our yard.
Okay. It was cold. I was gonna make a fire. There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up the back.
As he talks, look at his mannerisms, look at his body language, listen to how he's delivering it. All right, it's time to tell you the story. It's time to read from the script. It was cold. When you read your favorite novel, how does it start out, right? It was a dark and stormy day. The winds were howling over the home. The candlelight glistened in the darkness. I felt the breeze come underneath the door and tickle my toes. And it was very cold. So I turned on the heat and went to bed. That's how your story starts out, right? And while he's doing that, what is he doing? What is this body language showing us? I'm so enclosed. I don't want to let nobody in. What could be more defensive? He's like protecting all of his vital organs. His armpits, where you get stabbed in your armpits, he's dead, right? His armpits, his chest, his heart, his lungs, he's covering it all up, right?
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We've felt so helpless. And seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
So, tell us what happened the night the kids went missing.
Okay.
From our yard.
Okay. It was cold. I was gonna make a fire.
Check.
There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house.
Checking it off the list.
I opened up the back gate.
Back gate.
I'm throwing wood.
Throwing the
bringing it
wood.
inside the house.
Trying to bring it in the house.
My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two would go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. We keep them close. So I was playing with chalk, and I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house. I came back out. I didn't see them there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, "Did you see the boys?" She said, "No, they should be outside."
Doesn't she look like Jen Soto too? The way that she rocks, the mannerisms, the eyes, the squinting, they're all the same. Squinting, both of them squint just like the couple over there, over in Canada. But listen to it.
Outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing.
I hopped in my car, started driving around, looking for them. Same thing.
Since the first day, it's mind-boggling that nothing else was found.
The RCMP.
See, this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and I know this has nothing to do with race, but I just want to make a point. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, yellow, green, purple, whatever. We're all humans at the end of the day. And we're going to act the same because we have the same brain chemistries, that we operate the same, right? So look at his mannerisms. Look how he's talking. Look at mommy's mannerisms. Look how she was talking. The squinting of the eyes. Look, listen to this.
Playing in the next room beside us.
Checking it. Just like how the West were checking it. I opened the door. There was firewood. You see how he goes through the list, the checklist? This is interrogation 101, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we as detective dissect this story. I go back to work tomorrow. I'm going to be using the same technique to dissect the criminals who's going to stand before me next week every single day. Listen to how episodic her story is.
I want to hold them. And I want them home.
I want to hold them. I want to hold them home.
I heard them playing in the next.
What happened was, who tells a story like that? What happened was, this is your missing children, and what happened was, but let's see her go through her list.
Room beside us.
Room beside us.
And I was drifting in and out of sleep.
In and out of sleep.
They're not the type of kids that we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure.
They're not the type of kids we tell them to go outside on their own. Remember the Orange West? We don't let them play on the dirt. We keep them on the grass. We keep them close. Let's keep going.
That we're out there with them, watching them. And they happen to just get out that sliding door.
Got the sliding door.
Hear it when it opens.
Can't hear the door.
And they were outside playing.
They outside playing?
They weren't aware of it at the time. And the next thing we knew...
So how do you know they outside playing? How do you know that as soon as they walked out the house, somebody didn't just kidnap them? or a bear didn't cart them off and they're over there in the bear's lair right now playing with the cubs, hopefully. How do you know that? How do you know that the kids were outside playing? What evidence do you have that they were playing outside at any time? But anyway, we're going down the list. She's checking the list off. It's very episodic. It's very chapterish when these folks tell their stories, because that's how you remember your lies. Like chapters, like reading down a list. Like sometimes if you don't got a long list, you remember eggs, bread, potatoes, you name it. Man's grants, the turkey, the jerky, the dirt, you name it. Just like that song, when you're going down the list of the food, that's how you remember your lies. You go down the list, you go down the chapters, you go down the episodes. That's how liars keep their lies straight, by memorizing the order by which the lie is told. That's why when an experienced detective like myself comes in and I start bringing them to the beginning and the end and the middle, and I'm bringing them around and I'm shuffling them around, they can't remember their lies because I'm taking them out of order. I'm taking them out of their comfort zone. Well, I hear you said that, but I want to start over here. What happened when that was? What did you feel? What did you hear? What did you see? What happened? It throws them off their game. Let's go back on her list.
Like, it was quiet, and we get up, and I tell him, my partner, Daniel, I tell him, do you hear the kids? And he says, no. And we get up instantly. We're looking outside. We're looking everywhere, yelling for them. And I instantly just call 911. I just had the instinct I needed to call. They're both
right. And then she has to justify the calling of the 911. I see that a lot, where they have to justify something that they're supposed to do. But the reason why, or not even justifying it, but they're projecting it. They're like, I felt like they're taking credit in doing their duty. You understand what I'm saying? She says, oh, I called 911 because it felt like I had to. It was something I was supposed to do. She wants us to say, oh, you're a good mother. Oh, yeah, you're a good mother. You called 911. But for most of us, that's not something you would celebrate. For most of us, that's just like you. That's what you were supposed to do. That was your duty. You got up, you saw your kids weren't in the house. As soon as you opened that door and you gazed that one gaze, I don't see my kids, 911, they're gone. We'd rather call 911 right then and there. The moment you get out that sliding door, that's silent, that she got the premium deluxe Anderson sliding door that makes zero noise. The moment you got past that $10,000 Anderson sliding door, we know it don't cost $10,000. I'm talking on my booty right now. And you don't see your children, and you call 911, and then now you do your perimeter. Now you start looking for those kids, and you find them playing behind the house. It's nothing to say, hey, call off the hounds. I found my kids. I apologize. I called you guys because I didn't see them, but I found them now. Everything is good. We're good to go. I'd rather do that than wait 2 seconds more and have 911 take that much longer to arrive, knowing that the children are gone. But she wants us to celebrate that. That's how she said that. She wants us to celebrate. Why does she want us to celebrate it, ladies and gentlemen? Because she wants to throw us off.